Injured Aberdeen skipper Paul Hartley was ruled out. Left-back Stevie Smith passed a fitness test. So Craig Brand picked the team which played against Rangers at Pittodrie in midweek. Celtic had top scorers Anthony Stokes and Gary Hooper back in the team in place of Samaras and Murphy. Thomas Roginet replaced Glenn Loovens in defence. Commentary from Alistair Lamont.
Thomas Roginet back in the Celtic 11. Fair challenge on this occasion, says Willie Collum. And here go Aberdeen. It's McGuinness. Makes room for the shot. Forster doesn't really deal with that. Maguire trying to cut it back. Couldn't find a teammate. And Forster got away with that. The first real opportunity falling Aberdeen's way was Josh McGuinness. He did well to find the opening. Forster should really have gathered that. Chris Maguire couldn't find the on-rushing Milsom. Wilson, the man whose goal took Celtic through against Rangers in the replay, in that infamous game at Celtic Park. This Commons, that's a lovely ball in. Stokes should have scored. Well, you don't get any better balls than that. And Anthony Stokes, when he rose, must have felt he'd be bulging the back of the net. And Jamie Langfield wasn't even tested. But that is a beautiful ball from Chris Commons. Craig Brown will be pretty pleased with the way his side have started. Wilson eyeing up his options. That's a lovely ball. Anthony Stokes through on goal. Great chance for Anthony Stokes. Terrific stop by Jamie Langfield. But that was a real opportunity for Anthony Stokes. Langfield did really well. Look at this ball from Mark Wilson. Stokes playing right on the last defender. Langfield did exactly what he had to. It's a second great chance for Anthony Stokes in this match. It's awkward for Langfield. Considine helps it on, but still Celtic another chance. Should be easier for Langfield. And indeed he pumps it forward. Drew perhaps climbing in the back of Vernon there. Gets away with it though. Kayal nicely away from Vernon. Sets Scott Brown forward. There's Gary Hooper, great chance, goes down. It's a penalty kick, is it? It's a red card. Well, Willie Collum took a second or two to decide, but Aberdeen are really up against it now. Andrew Considine incensed. There's a lovely ball from Brown for Hooper. He takes a touch. This should tell us. Definitely seemed to catch the right foot of Gary Hooper. That looks like a good decision by Willie Collum. And Celtic have a glorious opportunity to go in front. And with 18 minutes on the clock, Anthony Stokes has the chance from the penalty spot. Willie Collum just asking Anthony Stokes to wait until he's entirely satisfied. Here goes Stokes against Langfield. Great save, Langfield! And not by the post. Great drama here at Hampden. The Aberdeen fans behind the goal absolutely cock a hoop. Jamie Langfield guessed correctly. And a fine save by the Aberdeen goalkeeper to deny Anthony Stokes. McGuinness takes over from Milsom and finds Milsom once more. Milsom might fancy the shot from here, picks out Maguire! Well, that was a glorious opening for Chris Maguire. Terrific play by Rob Milsom. Lovely ball in on either side of Fraser Forster. And you feel that could have been the opening goal. Vernon battling with Ledley, but Kayal comes in to nip the ball away. This is Izagiri. In plenty room is Gary Hooper. Goes for the 1-2, Stokes, lovely ball. And another fine save by Jamie Langfield. This time it's Gary Hooper who can't get it past him. Well, that looked certain to be the opening goal. Great burst from Hooper. Perhaps he just took one touch too many before releasing the shot. Kayal caught very late by Rob Milsom, and it looks like he'll go into the book. I don't think he can have too many complaints about that, Rob Milsom. He's got a good game. Doesn't look quite so bad from that angle, but certainly a yellow card. Aberdeen trying to hold as high a line as possible. Mulgrew's delivery's a good one, it's straight in! And Charlie Mulgrew, the former Aberdeen player, has beaten Jamie Langfield from 40 yards. Well, it's always a difficult one to defend, but Jamie Langfield was caught out. And having played so well throughout the match, Langfield will be hugely disappointed at being beaten by that. Again, this gets the flick on, Chris Maguire's in. It's offside, it's into the net, but the flag is raised on the far side. And Maguire had judged there being just offside when this came through. This will tell us conclusively that it's the correct call by the assistant on the far side. And Maguire frustrated. He hasn't had too many chances. Anthony Stokes now. Sclaft cross finds Joel Ledley! And surely now that wraps up the semi-final. It's Joel Ledley. A third Scottish Cup goal of the season for the Welshman. A little bit fortuitous perhaps with a cross, but Ledley with a sure finish into the far corner. He scored as Celtic lost the Co-op Cup final to Rangers. And it looks as if they're very much going to be back here again next month for the Scottish Cup final. Hooper picking out Stokes wonderfully well. Good first touch from Stokes, can he get onto it the second? And another penalty kick. Well, Aberdeen adding to their own woes. Willie Coleman, absolutely no doubt about that. I'm not sure if Anthony Stokes was really going to get to that one. Derek Young made his mind up for him by sliding in unnecessarily. And Celtic now with the chance to increase the lead further. Will be Chris Commons given the penalty duties now up against Jamie Langfield. It is 3. Chris Commons succeeds where Anthony Stokes failed earlier, and Celtic very much cruising into the Scottish Cup final. Langfield saved from Stokes earlier, but he goes the wrong way on this occasion. And Chris Commons earns himself a 7th goal since moving to Celtic. Maguire halted by Scott Brown. Paddy McCourt picks up his first chance to do something. Here goes Anthony Stokes, he's beaten the offside trap, squares it for Commons, should have scored. That should have been a second goal for Chris Commons inside the space of a couple of minutes. Good call by the assistant. Stokes was onside, so too Commons. He couldn't keep his shot down. Lovely ball from Milsom, who's arguably been Aberdeen's best player. There's Vernon, back to Smith. Luko exchanges passes with Vernon, trying to get onto his left foot for the shot, I suspect. There he goes! That's not far away from a Luko. Always looking to get it onto his favoured left foot. Storovic. Brown for Izagiri, it's a nice ball. Stokes, it's a good ball for Brown at the back post. It's Mark Wilson driving it across goal. There's Sean Maloney. It's a rout at Hampden. A 5th goal of the season for the forward. And Celtic looking like they could score at will. Good play by Scott Brown. I don't think there's much doubt that Mark Wilson was going for goal here, but it fell nicely for Sean Maloney, and he really couldn't miss from there. Reflected off Stevie Smith, and Langfield completely helpless, much to the delight of Sean Maloney.
We asked him to be